Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow, and they help get out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we spent some time working on the trains, which I thought we fixed, but I've come back and this is where we are. We've not fixed them, and I'm going to explain that in a second. And we also started working on getting some of our nitrogen production started. Now, effectively, what has happened, just jumping us in with the trains, is we've got this station here, which is our oil inputs, and we've got one of our short trains waiting in here, and we've got a long train. Now, the long train is still poking out the back, and the short train can't actually get out. So what I'm thinking of doing is if I grab this, and I take this path signal, and I put it there. Now, I don't think that's going to fix anything until I change this to a block signal. There we go. And that's going to let it get out past here. He's now going to wait here at this path signal. But that should let that oil train pull in. And that should unstick stuff. Excellent. Okay. I mean, it's all fine tuning at the moment. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm sure we'll get there. Right, yes, but I need to start collecting resources for what I'm planning to get on with today. So I will make a cut now while I just collect those resources. And I will see you guys in a moment. Okay, right, we're back. And I've not actually gone anywhere because I did have a thought about one of the things we're going to actually need for what we're doing today. So what I actually want to do is I'm going to get a constructor. There we go. And I'm going to want some industrial storage. And I'm just going to set this up here. So the plan for this is we do need to get the liquid containers to transport the nitrogen. But we don't want to be making them indefinitely, because once we've actually got a set and we start unpackaging the nitrogen at the other end, because we need it as raw nitrogen, we're going to have all the empty bottles. So the plan is we're going to start shuttling the bottles backwards and forwards. But I need to make some to start with. So what I want to do is I just want to see if I can sneak. There we go. Splitter in there. And this is a wildly temporary setup, just like I say, to get the nitrogen bottles produced. I need to grab some power from somewhere. There we go. There we go. So you have power, but you don't know what you're making. And I'm just going to leave this whirring in the background while we're getting on with everything else. There you go. Empty fluid tanks. Hang on. Aluminium ingots. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. So we don't need to do that here. We need to do that elsewhere. Okay. All right. Well, let's go and set that up then. And we'll start getting that being produced quietly over at the aluminium facility. Right. We will make a cut when we get over there then. Okay, so here we are over at the aluminium facility where we're making all of our ingots and all the rest of it. And I think we are just going to pinch some of the ingots from over here. And I'm just going to set up a temporary platform. So if we put our constructor down here, and then our, where is it, organization, that's what we want, industrial storages, there and there. Okay, feed that in there like that. Although to be fair, you only need to be Mark 1, because you're only making 60 a minute. And how much do you actually need a minute? 60 a minute. Okay, that's fine. So then we'll put, no, not a merger there. That needs to be a splitter. There we go. And we'll just pop that in there. So that's now going to start feeding that down. And then you just need to grab some power from somewhere. There will do nicely. Cool. And then, yeah, 60 a minute shouldn't hopefully steal too much out of there. But there we go. There are our fluid tanks being produced, and that's just going to whir away in the background. So, at our nitrogen facility, we're going to need to set up two drone ports. One to bring batteries in for the other drone that's actually going to be dealing with the nitrogen. Because that is going to need to take the nitrogen. Oh, no, not a truck station, thank you. Yeah, that's going to need to take the nitrogen to our new facility once we've actually got it set up. And that's going to shuttle backwards and forwards, and those two are hopefully going to take the bottles and everything else backwards and forwards, which is why I kind of want to have a stock produced there. And to be fair, I might just leave that running in the background quietly for, you know, if ever we need any more bottles made. Because like I say, I don't want to basically make bottles, package, then unpackage, and then sink the bottles at the other end, or have nothing to do with them. I want to create that psychic bit where we just reuse the bottles, because I think that's going to be better for us overall. So I want to produce some, and then I don't want to go mad. So I think we are now going to head back over to where we were getting that nitrogen to sort out the packages, get the rest of that pipework laid up, and then start trying to sort out the buffers so we are ready for those nitrogen bottles when we get round to it. So I will make a cut. I know there's a lot of cuts in this episode because I'm basically shuttling all over the flipping map. But I will catch you guys when we are back over there. Okay, so here we... Oh, I've just hit the autosave there. So here we are back at our nitrogen extraction point. And what I'm thinking I'm going to wind up doing is if I... Why is that an invalid placement? Oh, is it because of this node here? Not enough space to pick it up. Well... Now then, that's just mean. Right. Let's just pop that down there for a second. And I don't know, we'll put the plastic in there. Because I really just need this coal node out of the way. I don't actually need the coal. Far from it. I just need this node, this temporary node out the way. Come on. Right. And then coal, gone. Container, gone. Right. There we go. Now we can do that. So, out of here, we are going to be having our nitrogen. And you're going to be coming out at 60 a minute. Which means I don't need a tier 5 belt. Yeah, tier 4 should be actually okay for it, because I've got loads of stuff for that. I'll need it once I join it to the other one. I'm just going to double check. Tier 4 can do... I'm sure tier 4 can do... Yeah, 480. That will cope with the 300 from here. So, what I then need to do is... probably expand this out a lot further. And then cut that, because we'll bring it actually up onto the foundation. Pop you there, you there. And then you're hooked up over here, aren't you? Whoop. Like that. Right, so that's got all of those powered again. So then, what I think we do is we go and get our drone port. And we try and we put it there. There we go. Yep. Yes, I'm aware that is now clipping that PowerPoint. You know, I actually don't mind that. I kind of like it hidden in there like that. Cool. Okay, right. So this is going to be nitrogen out. Okay. And then it's going to need a merger here. Beautiful. And we can grab this. I'm just going to go up there so I can run the batteries underneath. I'm going to have to bring you out like this. You're going to come out. No, I don't want you clipping in there. Thank you. Out like that. And that's so we can then get the whatchamacallits. Oh, blast it. What's it called? The liquid containers. That's what I'm thinking about. Right. And I need you to need that to go along there to give me the room to play with. You are then going to need to come up like this and then go in there like that. That's fine. We'll get our industrial storages. Right. Let's try and get that lined up. Like that. I mean, that doesn't matter which one I feed it into. You are then going to need a splitter. To get it back out. Because the plan will be then you... Oh, no. We'll come along. That's too far out. So you are going to come here. And run along like this. To refill. And we will just fill in on that M1 because I don't want any dead spots. You need to move. Right, okay, so that's that done. Then we need to put the... No, I don't need a smart splitter. Normal splitter will do it. Put these underneath. Right, and then you can go in there like that. And to be fair, you only need to be that as well. Save myself some of my higher resources. Fine. Okay, and then we can effectively replicate it along here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Grab power out, and we'll run that in the similar way. And then we'll do like this. There we go. You guys are making packaged nitrogen gas. So now you will know what you're doing. I mean, to be fair, this is going pretty smoothly. Anyone would think I know what I'm doing. Right, you're going there. You're going to go there. Right, okay. And we'll put those in. Right, cool. So now, let's change you and have you facing a bit more in that direction. And then you are going to come over here. And then up into that side. You are going to come over here. And up into that side. And that's going to fill all of those up. Nice. You're going to come around here. And run down the same way. Yep. This feels like it's gone pretty smoothly so far. And then you're going in like that. And again, you only need that. Okay. And then you need to be really quick like that. You can do that. And then a little bit worried about how close that is. I mean, they're saying they're connecting, so I suppose it'll be okay. Right, okay. So there's that done. You need a drone put on you. Nice. And then we need another drone port to go and collect the batteries. Right, now where should we put that one? Because that is not something I planned for. I mean, we could try and just put it next to it. I mean, it might need to go a bit further out to give me a bit of movement. Let's give it a go. No. Okay. Actually, yeah, no, let's try and put that back. Bird, I need you gone. Here you go, warning shot. Right. And then, let's try and put a belt, a lift on it to come out. And then we can do that. Lower it a bit more. Will that clip? Yes, that will clip. Okay. That, however, won't. Okay, love the spaghetti. Okay. You can be properly powered from this internal one as well. Right, and you are needing... Where are we? A drone. And you... There's your batteries. I remember to bring them this time. You are going to collect from battery out. Where's battery out? There you go, battery out 1. Cool. There we go. So he's going to go and get some batteries, which will then feed this one. Right, okay. So I think what I want to do is... I was looking at making the heavy modular frame, over the fused modular frame factory, over the pit, because I think that'll be fun. But I think I do want to go and get some of those aluminium bottles and just make sure I can get this working. Oh, there he goes to go and get a battery. So, to that end, I'm going to go and get some of those bottles now, and then we can check to see whether we're actually producing some. And I'll just drop them all here in this storage, because that should hopefully give us enough of a buffer as things are going backwards and forwards. So, right, yes, I'm going to go make another cut while I go and get those bottles and see how many we've made. Okay, and we're back, and we've been pretty good making our bottles. Now, one of the things I was actually thinking about is where it comes to sorting these bottles, it might be the case that we do want to have them quite a bit going forwards. So, if I put a wall here, there we go, and then we grab I kind of wish it was a bit higher than that. Like this. And I didn't actually check whether I had the resources on me to make this, so this could be a problem. No, I have. Great. Let's put a drone port up here. Yeah, I need to put that less that side and more this side. There we go. Like that. It then means we can have the aluminium bottles in here, and should we ever want to send them anywhere else again, we just send send a drone to come collect them, which to my mind sounds great. So we don't actually, I'm not going to put a drone here. This is going to be liquid bottle out. We literally just send them to come and collect them, which actually is what I think we're going to do at the other end, because I want to fill up the system that's got. So we can grab a power line. There you go, there's one there. Like that. Cool. Simple as. So that's now filling up with those bottles. And that's just going to sit there passively and quietly do that on its own, which is kind of what I want it to do. I don't want it to take too much. I just want it to sit there and tick along. Right, who are you, my friend? Are you a good way back? Yeah, you're going to Amsterdam. That's going to be fine. So we're going to hitch this, and I'm going to make, like I say, I apologise for all the cuts, but we're bouncing all over the place, and I don't want to leave decisions like that out. So, yeah. I'll catch back up with you once we're back over at the nitrogen facility to see whether the bottles and everything are going to start working. Okay, here we are back at the nitrogen facility. Definitely looks like the batteries are sorting themselves out, which is great. Right, you are currently going to go and collect... oh, there it is. Liquid bottle out. Yep, you just go get that. What's your round trip? 12 batteries per round trip, because that is a long old way for you to fly. But that's going to start that going in. I'm then going to put all of those in there. So that's now going to start letting us bottle that nitrogen. So we can test that that bit's working. There we go. There's our first sets of bottled nitrogen coming through. That is looking good. Yeah, that's all good there. Nice. And then that's just filling up there with packaged nitrogen gas. Nice. And I'm kind of happy with that. So that's ticking along nicely. So I'm just going to let this fill up for a little bit. And we will see how that unfolds from there, but I'm going to wrap up a little bit early on this one. So likes, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they all help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my patrons. Your patronage is very much appreciated, and please don't forget that as a patron you do gain access to the save files for both this and Stranded Deep. Other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.